Welcome to the tutorial on how to build this compact vending machine. The first thing you need to do is build this button array. I've already got a tutorial for that, so I'm not going to build it for you. There's going to be a nice big link on the screen. Click that. Once you build it, come back here. So I'm just going to sneak over here while you're building that. Right, here we have the array. Now, it looks slightly different. That's just different blocks. They don't really matter. And what we have here is all the different outlets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I don't know how many you build. Make sure you've got 6 or 5, whatever, as long as you can figure it out. Next thing we do, we're going to have a pattern like this in the ground, because we're going to make a whole bunch of circuits, because each of those redstone torches are going to connect, if I can find the different components, that is. Each of these redstone torches here are going to connect to a redstone torch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So the way we're going to do that, and we need to invert the signal before it gets there, if we want to make it compact enough. So let's do it like this. Again, because we want each of these, we need the signal from these torches to be inverted here. Now this design is actually slightly different to the one I made already, so hopefully it will work. Otherwise I'll just cut this video out and you won't even know. Now the reason we're doing it like this, I mean you could alternate them, but we don't want these signals to cross. Like that. And here we're going to have two regular redstone, 2 more repeaters, and then redstone to the inverter here, to the torch. Now it should look like this. We're not going to have anything connected to this end one, because this end one isn't controlling anything. So when you press a button, it's going to change which one here is lit up. Okay, now the next thing we have to do is get some of our tracks. We want some regular tracks and we want some powered tracks. We don't need any other tracks, I guess. Now directly above each of these is going to be the powered track that sends the storage minecart back to you. Whoops. So it looks like that. Powered, 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 powered. And here is the block behind it. That pushes the cart out. Whoops. And we want a regular piece of rail on each of these, and a powered piece of rail between them all. This is so the cart gets enough momentum to make it to the storage area. Now you can do this a bunch of ways. I'm just going to run it up here if we have enough room. Yep, awesome. And I'm going to power it here so we make sure it makes it up this ledge. Now when the cart falls down, we want to make sure there's a block in front of it so it falls straight down, and this is going to be here, the area below. This is where you're going to collect your cart. So that also means we have to power this one. It's a redstone torch next to it. Now what you can see here, it looks like this track here, actually I need to turn around, so let's quickly do that. These can be a pain to turn around sometimes. There we go. Right, the reason that happened is just sometimes when you're building the tracks it goes the wrong way. We want all of these tracks facing towards the track. None of these rails here should switch when you're doing any of the track switching. The only thing that should change is the button that is powered, is the rail that is powered. So you can see here that one is powered. If we go to the third one, we can see the third one is powered. If we go to this last one, you can see that nothing is powered. And that's exactly the way we want it. Next up, we put our track to restock these. So we want it like that. We're just using the same method as before, where the cart is just going to fall directly down onto the track below it. It's not super elegant, but it does the job. Oh yeah, I was going to try and make it smaller. I don't know if this is going to work. I guess we'll find out. Now we need the track from here to get up there. Without taking up too much room. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Oh, no, it's not. Ah! Shh, don't tell anyone. Right, then we have powered rail up to the top, and regular rail connecting this all up here. Again, we're going to want to put powered rail in between each of these so the cart gets enough momentum. Just like that. Now we're just powering each rail, and here we want to only, or actually I need to change that one out. Oh, I hope that's enough. We only want to power the one on the left here, because if you power this one down here, it's not going to work. We want this one to be powered only when this redstone here, this is from the buttons. Every time a button is pressed, we want this track to be powered. So we can just simply run redstone straight down there. And when you press a button, that should power on just long enough for the cart. And now we cover this up. Cool. Now the next part, so this is what we got so far. We've got our redstone here. We've got our tracks. Looks like this. Next, we want to power these turning tracks right here. Oops, and we can do it like this. Actually, I have to put those on the other side. Forgot about that. Now what happens is when this bottom one is powered, it will change the direction of the track above it. So actually we don't even need one on this very end one, but we'll put one on there anyway just in case you want to expand it. So you can see here it's like that, but if we power this one right, this block, it changes direction to the other way. Now that doesn't work if this block isn't on top. Okay, let's find a bed. I've got one somewhere. So, oh, there we go. Good, I'm glad we didn't have to have an awkward sort of conversation. So we're just going to finish up on these track switching bits. That is the technical term for them. Right, now what we have to do, when the cart comes out and goes into the holding bay, where you can take the items from it, it's also going to have to switch the correct track to point back down here. So when you send it away, this is going to be on a delay, and it will send this cart back at the same moment that it sends another one. However, we want our original cart to go into the correct slot. So all of these tracks have to be delayed. Now I figured about 7 is enough. And I was really worried the first time I did this. I'll show you why. Because we have that doesn't affect this torch. Don't know if it's a bug or what it is, but it doesn't, and that's awesome. And also at the same token, you can do this, and it also doesn't affect the torch. I don't know if that's ever getting changed, but it looks like the redstone much rather curve around here, even though it's pointed at that. Now we're going to have to alternate, and we're making these 4 long. And I think that's all we need. 3, 4, 5, 6. At the end, you need to put an inverter. And now, because we're at the first one, it's pointed the right way. Now, if we press another one, we should have it turn around. After the delay, it's turned around. And then it turned back. Why is it doing that? Oh. You have to be careful. If you have a repeater going into this block, it's going to power this redstone behind it. So you want to have just a flat thing there when it's in this configuration. So let's try that again. Two. Now it's on the first one. That's correct. Let's go to the third one. This should turn around. And why is it not? Oh yeah! Because of the weird thing that I just showed you. Damn bugs. Now hopefully this is long enough. If it's not, you can always extend it. For the first one, it doesn't need to be. This is fine. So have a look. First one turns it around like that. Second one, and any other one, it's going to turn it the other way. So the cart can go straight through. So let's put the rest of them on. Now this is for the second one. We have to alternate it so it doesn't touch this redstone here. Again, we need to invert the signal. So how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has 4 as well. Oh, I don't know if 4 is enough, but I guess we'll see. Okay. This will be really interesting to see. Yay for experimenting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now one thing I want to note. See how I'm inverting the signal here? This inverting, you only need to do sometimes. Now the reason that happens is depending on the orientation of your vending machine, you may have to leave these signals inverted. So if you have a look up here and your tracks are not pointing the way they need to be, then you need to take these inverters off and just run a straight signal through. The way the orientation is here, like depending if it's north, south, east, or west, changes the way it is. So let's have a look here. If I press the third one, by all rights, the cart should go up here, past the first one, past the second one, and down the third one. Doesn't matter what those end ones are doing, it's going to be down the third one, and it's going to land there. So it looks like we're actually done already. So let's grab our storage minecarts. I don't know if each one is going to change, so we'll put it on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our items are nether block. We've got a glowstone in there. There's a sponge in there. Cobblestone and red wool. Obviously you don't have to put these items in there. I'm just putting them in here so I can see that it's all working. Nether block, glowstone, sponge, cobblestone, and red wool. So let's try this out. Hopefully it works. That'll really suck if it doesn't. There's our nether block, brick. Now let's choose. Oh, it didn't power this. Now that's not good. Why didn't it power it? That's weird. Why not it didn't that time? Huh. Oh. Stupid. I accidentally put a block there. You have to make sure a block isn't covering the redstone wire when it goes down. See there? I had a block there and the signal wasn't getting through. Now it should work fine. Let's leave that open just so you can see it. Oh, now I have to put my carts back on. Well, that's embarrassing. Maybe I'll just cut that out, and you won't even know. Except if you followed the thing step by step, it won't work for you, and I don't want that to happen. So our first one here is our nether brick. Let's try that again, shall we? Nether brick, send it away, and it's going to be sending me the same one because I just chose it. Excellent. Glowstone. Send it away, send me a glowstone. Sponge. Send that away, send me a sponge. Excellent. Let's try it for the end one. We'll see if these timings is okay. Ooh, it's just making it. Now if I send the one before, that one's got to go all the way to the back. Oh, it makes it plenty of time. So it looks like 4 is fine. Unless you get too long, then you're going to have to make these delays longer. Anyway, thank you for watching. That's your super compact minecart vending machine. It's the smallest one I've seen, and it's still very effective. So it's not the size that counts, it's how it's used. So thank you for watching. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or comments regarding this, and stay tuned to my channel for more. Bye.